Most guys think getting in shape is complicated. It's not. You've just been buried in so much advice that you just don't know what to do anymore. And in this video, I'm going to show you through exactly what you need to focus on if you're looking to get in the shape of your life. It seems like at the minute, every single day, there's a new study, a new optimal way to do things, a new training style, and it just leads to a lot of guys not actually taking action in the first place anyway. Or even worse, doing loads and actually getting nowhere. So instead of this video adding more noise to your problems or more things to try, I'm going to give you 3 very simple basic steps you need to take, which after this, you should be able to action straight away. And if you're watching this and you want a really in-depth free guide on how to get started, the link in my bio below will take you for our 4 weeks free coaching, where you can get the exact process of your training, your nutrition, your supplementation for absolutely free with 4 weeks of coaching on the back of it as well. Now, the first thing so many guys get themselves stuck with is trying to bulk instead of revealing what is already there. Years spent in the gym trying to build muscle or bulk up and add muscle mass, but never really actually seeing what's underneath. And it's something that so many guys will just realize once they finally get lean, actually how much muscle they probably have in the first place. Most of the time, a lot of your muscle mass is covered by fat. I'm not talking about 5 or 10 pounds. I'm talking about a lot of fat, 15, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds. Once you lose that, you'll realize actually how much muscle you might actually have under your physique and how much better you'll look. And I've been there in the past. I've got pictures from when I was back in 2015 competing and back in 2018 competing. 40 pounds I had to lose to get lean to eventually see what was underneath and see the muscle mass I have built. The hard truth here is 90% of you watching this would be way better suited losing 10, 15 kilos than trying to gain a few kilos of muscle mass. When you reveal a physique that has already built up some good shoulders, some good width, a really small waist, a good chest and good legs, are you really trying to add much more muscle mass there? Are you trying to become a competitive bodybuilder? Most of you watching this are probably guys that just want to get in better shape. They want to feel better in clothes. They want to look better with their top off. You don't need to be packing on tons and tons of muscle to do this if you've already spent maybe some years in the gym doing that. A cut and getting lean is the thing that you need to do. And this rolls into my next point, which is the harsh truth number 2 is you are not lean enough. You are not as lean as you think you are. The guys who are 15, 16% body fat are probably somewhere closer to 19, 20%. The guys who think they are 12, 15% are probably closer to higher than that. It's just the reality of it is a lot of guys will overestimate where their body fat actually is in the fear of having to drop more weight. So many guys have a complex of losing 5, 10, 15 pounds or getting to this so-called victim weight, when in reality, most guys will actually benefit from getting to a weight which is lower than where they're at right now, because that will make the muscles pop. It will make them look bigger, having lost more weight in the right way. Here is just some examples of what that looked like for me, where once you lose weight, and you continue to keep losing more, how much leaner and how much bigger you'll end up looking. Got 2 examples here, one from 2018 when I'd lost 40 pounds, and then one from 2024 more recently where I lost about 24 pounds over the course of 4 months. You will not look depleted. If you lose fat the right way and you do it at a steady rate of loss and you stay strong in the gym, you'll actually just reveal the muscle you had there in the first place and actually just give you an idea of what you're working with and whether actually at that point do you want to do a steady long build phase, or do you just want to stay there and be content knowing that you look way better than you ever have. And the key here is being lean creates an illusion of size. I've been accused so many times of taking steroids, taking peptides when I've competed naturally all of my life just because of what being lean with a bit of a pump and good lighting can do. It is one of the best visual illusions that you can do to your physique. And lastly, your plan probably just doesn't fit your life. Right now, you're trying to do what you used to do 5, 10, maybe even 15 years ago. Because I've been there and I've done that and it doesn't work. I used to train 5 days a week. I used to be able to control my macros exactly and not have to worry about anyone else's eating habits or eating routines. I used to be able to go and do 15, 20,000 steps a day because I had all the time in the world. Whereas now things are a lot different. I'm dad of 2. I can only train 3 times a week. I have to diet on lower calories if I want to get lean because my expenditure is limited due to family lifestyle and wanting to do things with them. So ultimately, you've got to make sure that it fits what you want to do now, not what you used to do. Because the difference isn't the plan, it's actually the plan to fit your lifestyle. You don't need to be a bodybuilder. You don't need to train 6 times a week. You don't need to eat 6 times a day. You just need to hit a daily protein and calorie goal. You need to train enough times to stimulate the muscles each week, which we recommend about 3 to 4 days of training. You need to train hard with good intensity where you're going close to failure, and you need to then lose at a steady rate where you can see fat coming off and be motivated by the momentum that you build up. You don't need anything more complicated than that. You don't need the next supplement routine. You don't need the best optimal training split. You just need something that you can actually visualize yourself doing in the next 5 to 10 years. So I think if you take anything from this video, it's actually doing less rather than trying to chase doing more. The people who try and chase doing more will burn out, hate the process and always try and do things that actually they can't sustain versus the ones that just make steady progress and get in the shape of their life. We help guys do this over and over and over again, and the methods work incredibly well. And again, if you want help on setting up your calories, your protein, your nutrition, your training, all of those things, the link below will help you with getting started with that. And if you have any questions, just pop them in the comments and I'll try and help you as best I can.